There's a video just out from the BBC saying, watch this space, and saying hardly anything else, showing the TARDIS going by. It's linked below and tells us absolutely nothing. So we know that on November 24th, they're going to tell us something. It's either going to announce a new trailer for the series, a special for the holidays, or when they're actually going to start the regular series. At this point, I'll wait and find out. On this video, we're going to talk about some toys. So stay with us. Hello out there, I'm the oldest nerd, and there have been a multiplication of toys behind me here, and thought I would talk about some of them in case you're interested. Most of this stuff has been provided by my children, who have provided me with things to make it interesting in the background. My wife actually pulled up this Data action figure, and at the end of the video I have a question for you, so stick with us. Meantime, though, I have a very old toy. This is one of my oldest toys that's still preserved, and I got this in 1966, I suppose. And it is the G.I. Joe Astronaut with a Mercury space capsule. And it's got a little sliding window on it. It is mostly intact, although, as you can see, it has been the victim of several splashdowns and dirt piles and things such as that. It's been well played with and surprisingly still in pretty much one piece. And in fact, inside, behind this little sliding window, it does have the G.I. Joe Astronaut, which has a pressure suit. You can see he's still pretty much intact. I think he has a gun in his hand just in case he needs to shoot aliens, I suppose. And the space shoes are gone. He's wearing regular boots. Anyway, inside the capsule, I'll show you the picture. It has realistic Mercury capsule controls. In there is a seat belt. Oh, wait a minute. This is not. This is... Oh, I didn't even know we had this. This is his orange suit. I guess whenever he doesn't need to be in the pressure suit, he's got his overalls. But anyway, it has a seat belt in here where you can strap him in so that he doesn't float around too much. Oh, and here's one of the shoes. Didn't know we had this either. So this is one of the shoes that came with it. I think there's only one. At any rate, that was all stored in this capsule, and it stayed in an attic for the longest time, and we found it recently and thought we would share it with you. It's a pretty good reproduction, except for the sliding window, of the Mercury space capsule that was used way back in the early 60s during the space program. I was a big fan of the space program, and this was a prized possession for many years. Now, also, there are some things behind me. This was given to me over my birthday recently. This is a Doctor Who figurine, which sits back here. So that was given to me. Somebody found some jelly babies, and let's see. We've used for quite some time a Weeping Angel, and we have two versions of the TARDIS. We have a variety of sonic screwdrivers. This one, which I've shown you before, which does work. And we have some things you may not have noticed. This is Serenity from Firefly, a little piece there. This is a spinner from Blade Runner. And this most recently, this is a Data action figure, and my wife found it for me in a secondhand store, and it's still in the box. So, I have no intention of actually playing with any action figures at this age, but I'm curious as to what you would recommend. If you would think that we should leave this in the box, or should we take it out and display it like our other things? Now, we have a Wharf over here, which was not in the box at the same thrift store, and it's actually different. This one is all plastic, and I think only his arms move, his head doesn't, and maybe his torso bends just a little bit. I believe it does, or maybe that's just where it's put together. And this thing came separately to hold it in. But unlike Worf, this one has a cloth uniform, and it has a couple of things. It has a nice linear chip, it has a tricorder, it has a pad, and it has a laser light. I don't know anybody has ever used a laser light on Star Trek, but that's what they have here. So these are just a few of the things that are in the background here, and thought you might be interested to know. So question for you to put into the comments: should I leave this in the box, and will it be worth anything? This is let's see, this is a Playmates make, 1995 copyright, or should I take it out of the box and display it along with the rest of the stuff here? So let me know in the comments what you think. Oh, next week we no doubt will be talking about the new Short Trek, which comes out on the 14th, which will feature Pike and an Enterprise story. So that should be interesting in the next Short Trek, and we'll be talking about that in our next video. Until then, don't go far.